you know? And then I got up, like I had this fear, like that I would be found just laying there outdoors, like some hipster couple with their dumb dog. Would just find me laying there and they'd be like, he did not have it today. Oh, look, it's like the first day out for those shoes, though. Look at those shoes. Come on, buddy, just stay away from them. It's not polite. It didn't happen, and I tell you what, I got up and I walked it off. That's how stubborn I am. I'm like, I got up and I still did. I didn't run, but I did the entire route, and then I called the doctor. Next day I called the doctor because I'm 53 and I should call the doctor when that happens. And they set me up with the cardiologist. So I go to the cardiologist. You know, when you go to the doctor, you kind of want something to be wrong with you. Like not a major thing, but enough to not make you a fucking lunatic. So I go to the cardiologist. And, you know, I don't get it, man. They can put people in space. We can take money out around the world. They make all these developments. They can clone things. But they can't get a handle on this vessel. This is a closed system, confounding for some reason. Cannot figure it out. Right? Isn't it crazy? So I go to this doctor. They do all the tests. They do a stress test, cardiogram, blood test. They do an ultrasound of my heart. And it's a girl. You know, sometimes you don't want to know, but, you know, I kind of knew. I think a lot of you knew. So you do all these fucking tests, and then the doctor comes out and he's like, yeah, you're great. You're in perfect shape. No problems. Perfectly fit. Everything, all the tests are good. And I'm like, what? What does that mean? It's like, you're healthy. And I'm like, well, what happened out there on the hill? When my hands went numb, my arm went numb, and my heart was skipping. What was that about? And a doctor, a real doctor, looked at me and said, who knows? Shouldn't you know? Look, we'll see if it happens again. Let me know. No, I'm going to call you before I go running, and you can come to my house and follow me in your car. How would that be? Who knows? I shouldn't have told my mom about it, because that gave her a reason to check in with me. I don't want to be negative. My mother's just inappropriate. She's always been inappropriate. No boundaries. It's disturbing. It's just disturbing. It is. And now someone's taught her how to use emojis. It's no good. It's never the right emoji. She's very partial to the smiley face with the hard eyes. And that's not the right one for your 53-year-old man son. That's not the right one. It's just not the appropriate emoji. All caps text, all caps emails. She doesn't know how to make little letters. She somehow knows how to change the color of the emails, but she doesn't know how to make little letters. If the NSA is looking at all her emails, my mom's nickname is all caps in Florida. Not a national security threat, but she does make her 53-year-old man son uncomfortable when she sends an all-cap text that says, I love you, smiley face, hard eyes. What am I supposed to do with that? Look, I love my mother, but I'm not in love with her. I don't think I am. Inappropriate, though. Like one time she sent me a manila envelope, like a manila envelope in the regular mail. No phone call, no heads up. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was from her because it had her needy scrawl on it. So I opened it up, and there were 2 notarized forms in there. And I thought right away, this should have been a phone call. I don't even know what this is. But this looks like a phone call, or maybe a heads up, I'm sending some notarized forms to you. This was breakfast I was eating. And they were 2 documents. One was her desire to be cremated and have her ashes spread somewhere over the Southwest, which I thought was good. It was broad, and it gave me a lot of options. Like, theoretically, I could drive 10 minutes into Arizona and just be like, adios, mama, you know. The other document was the DNR document. Look, people have to do this. It's important to do this, but I could have used a phone call. So this is the do-not-resuscitate document. Now, I didn't know that there's a list of people in order of preference who can do the unplugging. I didn't know that. I'm not pissed off, but I'm not number one. It's my little brother, my little brother. Why does he get to kill her? That's why she didn't call me. How's she gonna explain that to me? Her firstborn, who she's in love with. She did not trust me with that very delicate responsibility. But then I started thinking, like, well, you know what? Me and my brother aren't getting along that well. Maybe this is just her way of trying to get us to do something together. You know, that's what I thought. But what did she think? Did she think I was going to jump the gun or something? What did she think was going to happen? That I'd be in the hospital room, she's on the machine, and I'd be, like, talking to my brother, like, come on, do it, man. Just pull it. Pull it, bro. Just fucking do it. Mark, she's still talking. I know. But enough already, right? Let's wrap it up. My mother does not love that joke. You know, some people think that, like, comedy takes courage. I don't know if that's true. You know, I guess it is at some point. I don't even know if what I'm doing is comedy anymore. But I certainly don't have a lot of fear. But I'll tell you what, like, part of my process, I'll share it with you. Like, I don't write jokes, really. I write, you know, compulsive thoughts, you know, on Post-its. Now, these take courage because I do these while I'm driving. Now, this is more dangerous than texting because I need both hands. I got to hold the pad down on the wheel, then I got to write, and I got to focus on the important thought. So my life is put at risk and the life of others for these. So I figure I should share them since, you know, many lives were hanging in the balance. Don't get too crazy. All right, so this one just says, my comfort zone is uncomfortable. That's worth dying for, right? Right? It's worth dying. This one says, I want people to like me, I just want to know why they do. I think that was worth taking out a pedestrian or two. Oh, here's one. This is interesting. The monster I created to protect the kid inside me is hard to manage. Not a funny, but it's a thinker, right? It's a thinker. It kind of makes you think, like, wow, that should be in a book with other things like that. Oh, this one just says, the trepidation of the Dave Matthews fan. It's hilarious to me that people respond to just that. Because you know who you are. It's not easy for them. It's not easy. They can't be out with that. You know what I mean? You can't just put that into the world. You don't know how that's going to be received. Not good, generally. You know, the only place the Dave Matthews fan can truly be comfortable is when they're wearing sandals and cargo shorts, jigging around in an arena with other like-minded people. I hope these mushrooms aren't bunk again. Look, I don't need to shit on Dave Matthews. I don't need to take time to do that. I personally don't like him, but this came from a true, honest, beautiful human moment. I'll share that with you. But I do need to address the Dave Matthews thing. Like, look, I listen to a lot of music. I'm very open-minded. I can listen to Parliament in the morning, Burt Jansch in the afternoon, maybe some Graham Parsons, whatever. I mix it up. I'm not just dropping names to be hip. I have an open mind when it comes to music, but I cannot get through 2 of his songs. I can't get through, like, and I try. By midway through the second song, I get a type of boredom that's not even normal boredom. It's like, there's an edge to it. It's like an aggravated boredom. Like, the boredom sets in, and then I'm like, God, fuck, what the fuck, what, why? Like, I don't know what that is. But I know people like them, and and good for you. And I know it's hard for you guys. It's very hard to defend that. And the moment that I had, which was kind of beautiful, was it was great. I was in Iowa City doing a gig. Oh yeah, it's a very interesting town. Like, I've never seen a town more separated into, like, full-on sports meatheads and then the writers program. So like, there's just people that are just like, oh, we're gonna win. And then people like, oh, I'm still sad about David Foster Wallace. I'm never gonna get up. Like, and somehow there's a perfect yin-yang to the thing. This complete. Okay, so I'm getting coffee in Iowa City. There's a guy getting coffee in front of me. He's ordering. There's a barista there. And the guy ordering coffee says to the guy making coffee, what are you doing this weekend? The guy making coffee looks up and he's like, oh, I'm going to a concert. And then naturally the guy ordering coffee goes, oh, really? Who are you going to see? And then the other guy stood up and I saw it in his face. Dave Matthews Band. And I felt for him. It was courageous. He put himself out there. That's hard. You don't know how it's going to land. He hung there for like 2 really tense seconds. And then the other guy goes, oh, I fucking love Dave Matthews. And I was so happy for them that they had this moment. I knew in my heart they were both wrong. I knew that. But I was happy for them because I'm a big-hearted, tolerant person. Oh, yeah, this one just says, I expect relief and life-changing impact from everything. It's a lot. And then there's like a second thought because there's a line here, so I must have stopped driving, just like... The other one says, the space between despair and orgasm is hard to fill. And that's not a time thing, that's a philosophical idea. So, some guy sent me a hat. Sent me a hat, look, I don't know how hat companies stay in business. It was a gift, I guess, look, I'm a guy, I've been the guy on the street, just standing there, see a hipster guy with a hat, and you're like, oh, I gotta get a fucking hat. I've been that guy. But I don't know how they stay in business. Anyways, this guy sent me a hat. It's a big hat, it's a fancy hat, it was a Stetson hat. I didn't really know the guy that well, but it was a gift. It wasn't a cowboy hat. It was like an 1800s derby looking hat, nice hat. But I would have had to change my entire life. To accommodate that hat. I knew 2 things when I opened that box. I'm like, that's a nice hat. I Googled it, it's a $100 hat, and it's never leaving the house on my head. It's never going out. Not gonna happen for that hat. Because, all right, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I'll tell you. All right. I've been the guy in a store that sells big stupid hats, standing in front of a mirror with a big stupid hat on, saying, oh, hell yeah, this is my hat. I fucking love this hat. Now, it's good and important that you have someone you love there at that moment to helpfully say, yeah, don't buy a hat. It's not gonna stop you though, because you're gonna be like, oh no, baby, this is my hat. Come on, you crazy? Look at this fucking hat. And then she'll say, all right, do what you want. Do what you want. And you buy that hat. You buy that hat, and the confidence that you had in front of that mirror doesn't even last 4 blocks. Out of the store. You walk out and you're like, why is everyone looking at my hat? It's too big? Am I not a big enough man to wear this hat? Well, did I just fuck up? Was she right? Is this a shitty hat? Am I a shitty person? Why'd I buy this hat? But now you're in, you've bought the hat, and you gotta go home,